How's it going, everyone? Mick Ambrose from AllAboutTech. Welcome back to another video. So, what a last 24 hours it's been, eh? Looking at the price of Electroneum right now, it has absolutely it's jumped over 50% in the last 7 days. Last 24 hours, it's up 22% at the moment. Nearly reached 1.5 cents, and it was only last week it was below ICO, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, I made a video yesterday when the that breaking news came out about the fork, about ASICs, and about Coinbean being listed, not being listed, well, announcing that they will list by the end of the month, which they have released an official tweet on now. And I wanted to make this video because the director of Electroneum, Chris Gorman, he has an OBE. He's written in the main Telegram groups to clarify a few points of what was announced yesterday. And I think when he posts something for people to listen to, I think people should be looking at it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read out what he's written in the Telegram chats. I want to talk about it a little bit, and then I'm going to put my own my own opinions on things. So the message reads: "Hi guys, just to clarify on a couple points. The fork on 30th of May had a number of updates which we have all been working as expected. That's to do with like the privacy stuff, getting more transactions into a block. That's all been good. We had not expected such a drop in mining capacity from 200 mega hashes of GPU, and every indication we had was that this would not be the case. However, it happened and we understand the reasons. We had been told by many people that if we get past the first major hurdle, which was clearly unprofitable, then miners would be straight back on. Support of the community request we funded a lot of hashing power to get through the initial period. In fairness, this happened initially. Over the next couple of weeks, we started to lose capacity and the spikes started happening in difficulty. We spoke to a number of other blockchains who are experiencing similar situations. We do not blame any of the miners for this, as it is your living and you must go to where the money takes you. It was an unfortunate set of circumstances which we had to resolve and do it as fast as we could. At the same time, we built and tested a red envelope rollback in case required, which is the release we are moving to. We have spent the last 2 weeks discussing and analysing alternatives, whilst also considering our needs of stable and fast processing, especially with what we have coming on the network in the next couple months. The institutional guys feel as many developments. Sorry, I've skipped a sentence there. We also spoke to a number of institutional investment analysis to gauge their view on the future, as well as they will soon become investors. The institutional guys feel that there are many developments which could take place in the near future, from the progress in FPGA to Intel's new mining chips. FPGA is a type of miner that is reprogrammable. It's been around for ages. It's been around since 2013, 2014, around that time. And it basically, what happened was it went from CPU mining, from like your laptop, back when you could mine anything on your laptop, to graphics cards, to FPGA miners, to ASICs. That's been like the life cycle so far. And it looks like that now FPGA is going to be coming back to try and reclaim the throne as the most efficient way to mine cryptocurrency. But I'll go into my opinions on that in a minute. And basically, moving on to the next part, the institutional guys feel that with the many developments with FPGA mining new chips, to the new companies being funded to develop the next generation of extremely power-efficient ASICs. Their advice was strongly that we could spend massive amounts of time and energy to constantly develop algorithms that may be beaten by something next week. Alongside this, the manipulation of the difficulty algorithm has increased in the last few days, which is slowing the blockchain down to a level that we must urgently resolve for our partners. Whilst this was a difficult situation, it was not taken lightly. Quite the opposite, it was taken with a fully considered understanding of our business and the future view from influential individuals. I hope that this helps, and that is the message. And I'm going to stick by my guns because I'm not a GPU miner. I don't own a GPU rig. I don't own an ASIC. I turned on my gaming rig to mine during the tough time, just to try and contribute a bit. And what I want to say is that I'm all about the technology. I'm not all about this profiting from mining. I mean, if I could, I would, but I was never ever going to invest thousands of pounds in hardware that wasn't made for mining cryptocurrency. GPUs were not made for mining cryptocurrency. So what do you expect when the technology moves forward? I mean, sweet, you're going to be able to run Crysis 3 at 100,000 frames per second. Fantastic. Oh, wait, it's not optimized for that. So you can't. But, and it sounds like that I'm being a bit savage now, but I'm all about the tech being driven forward. The first video I made when I found out about the ASICs was that it's an impressive bit of kit. It's so efficient. It's what blockchain needs. Yeah, it's extremely expensive. Mining rigs are expensive. Mining rigs are really expensive. And what I want to say is that Electroneum, they're future-proofing things. They're doing it now rather than having to keep wasting time battling it in the future. I think someone told me the other day that Monero some of the developers in Monero are even saying that eventually they're not going to be able to fight FPGA if they come up with this new reprogrammable mining card. And I've said this from the beginning. Blockchain needs mining specific hardware because, and there has been a lot of GPU miners are saying fair enough, they've had to do what they've had to do, and a lot of GPU miners are like, oh my god, I've spent all this money on this GPU rig and now I can't mine Electroneum, which is what I built it for. Well, if you're spending thousands of dollars or thousands of pounds on a GPU mining rig, that should be for the profitability of any coin, not just Electroneum. You go where the profitability is. There are other coins that can be mined, and like a really good Reddit post which was released today. I'll link it in the description. In the comment, it was said that like GPU miners, or not saying all GPU miners obviously, but GPU miners will jump to which coin has the most profitability, as how things were with NiceHash and the renting of hashing power. They jumped to a different coin as soon as the difficulty went up. As soon as the difficulty went back down, that's how it happened. And to me it's just crazy. I know it's about community. They're saying like it's going to be centralized this, it's going to be centralized that. Well, no, it's not going to be that centralized because mining pools, all the mining pools have ASICs. Loads of people are buying up ASICs, hence why they're sold out constantly. People are buying them. And to go back to GPU miners, I know it is a kick in the teeth. And yeah, what else can you say to that? But the fact of the matter is that the first people that got shafted in this whole instance was PC and gaming enthusiasts. Because they're having to fork out, on average, like 25, 35, in some cases even like 40% more for a graphics card, especially in the AMD range, in the mid-range. They're spending 40% more because of people hogging all of these GPUs. Yet nobody's mentioning them. All everyone's doing is mentioning how selfish ASICs are. I think that's a little bit contradictory, and I think that's a little bit biased. And coming from an opinion that is about the technology side of things, not being a GPU miner, not being an ASIC miner, ASICs are better at mining. It's plain and simple. The technology moved forward. You spent a lot of money on these mining rigs, which I completely understand the frustration, completely. But tech moves forward, and in cryptocurrency, things will be moving really quickly. So to fork out all that money on a mining rig, that is a risk. That is a risk. But there are going to be other coins to mine. Someone in one of the comments in my previous video had mentioned, well, why don't you just go to mine other coins and then sell those coins to buy ETN if you still believe in ETN? It's all about the development of blockchain technology. GPU mining uses so much electricity, it's frightening. It uses more electricity than some countries combined. It's madness. Iceland, cryptocurrency mining in Iceland uses more electricity than the entire population of Iceland that uses it for normal things. It's one of those things. It's a double-edged sword, unfortunately, and that's all I really have to say on it. To be honest with you, I feel for you guys. I really do. Everyone with GPU mining rigs, but at the same time, tech moves forward, and these guys at these big companies like Bitmain, they're developing more efficient ways to run these blockchain networks, and that's my opinion on it. Unfortunately, I know this is going to split a lot of opinion. I know it will, and I'm welcome for everyone to leave some criticism in the comments below about it. But my main take from this is that where did it all start? People that wanted to game on their computers, people that wanted to edit videos on their computers, getting shafted for the price because of GPU miners. It works both ways. You can't complain about ASICs when you've shafted the complete PC enthusiasts at the same time. I don't think that's very fair. I think that's very biased. I think that's very contradictory. And that's just my opinion on it. I know people are going to disagree. But if you do like this video, give it a like. Subscribe to the channel. I am literally 5 subs away from 3,000 subs. I know some people will probably unsub after this video, but I'm all about the tech, as my name suggests. I'm about technology advancing, and if this is how it's going to go, this is how it's going to go. So take the positives from it. ETN are up massively for the day. Subscribe to the channel, comment down below, and I'll catch you guys out in the next video. Peace out.